Dear students, I have already given you the question answers of this chapter, that is soil. Today we will discuss in details about soil, that is what is soil. I know and you know what is a soil. We have seen soil. See, soil is made up of humus, clay, sand, sleet and pebbles. Soil has air, water and many kinds of microorganisms, and the nature of soils differ from the place to place, and many kinds of animals live in the soil. So we have seen soil around us. Things that we will learn in this lesson is that soil formation, soil profile, properties of soil, soil conservation, soil composition, types of soil and crops. So let's start. What is a soil? Soil is an important natural resource necessary for life on earth. It is the uppermost layer of the earth's surface. Microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, algae and protozoa live in the soil. Soil supports growth of the plants by holding the roots and by supplying water and nutrients, or you can say by supplying water and minerals also. No life is possible without soil. See, a diagram it is given. This part is the soil, surface of the soil. The roots are present. These are the roots. Okay, and a plant. So who is helping the plant to grow? This particular soil. Why? Because this soil, it is holding the root. In this part, they supply water and nutrients, and which is absorbed by the roots and it is given to the plant parts. So plants need soil to grow. So next topic is how soil is formed, or we can say soil formation. Soil has been formed from parent rock. Parent rock means the original rock materials over millions of years. The process by which soil formation takes place is called weathering. Actually, weathering is a slow and gradual process in which the parent rock material breaks down into fine particles and helps in the formation of the soil. Let's discuss in details. In the beginning, the huge rocks are broken down. Huge rocks means the original parent rock, okay, are broken down into smaller particles over a long period of time. Means for a long time, such type of huge rocks are broken down into smaller particles. Then, due to the constant rise and fall in temperature, what happens? That huge rocks, they undergoes expansion during daytime and contraction during nighttime. However, not all parts of a rock undergoes expansion and contraction. Thus, it results in the formation of cracks. I think you know cracks. What is cracks? So what happens? As soon as there is the process of contraction and expansion, every time, what happens? It results in the formation of cracks in the rocks, and gradually these cracks causes the rocks to break down into fine pieces, and with time, means when the time passes, these small pieces converted into particles and form the soil. So in short, we can say that in the beginning, the large rocks were broken down into fine pieces by some events, and because of the process of weathering, okay, because of the process of weathering, what happens? That rock, they get broken down into small pieces, And when the time passes, the small pieces convert it into particles and they form the soil. But for weathering, that is for the process of soil formation, some factors are responsible. First factor, it is temperature change. Means because of the continuous rise and fall in temperature, the rocks get expanded and sometimes they get contract. And because of that, the rocks, the huge parent rocks get broken down. They get breaks down. Okay. Second is the water. Actually, because of the continuous movement of rainwater or river water in the liquid form, they causes breaking down of the huge rock particles into finer particles. And these finer particles will then get converted into the soil. Third is wind. Wind blows across a rock surface also has an aversive effect on the rocks. Minute rock particles are carried away and after that they will get converted into the fine particles and they will form the soil. And the last is the living organism. Living organism, we can take the examples of the microorganisms. Weathering by living organisms, it is called the biological weathering actually. Certain life forms like the leeches can grow on the surface of the rocks. They produce acids which corrodate the rock surface and produces some fine particles and which later on helps in the formation of the soil. So these are the 4 factors which are responsible for the weathering, that is for the formation of the soil. First is temperature change, water, wind and the living organism.